Howard and then Andrew. Howard, go ahead.
I wanted to ask you about toilet breaks. Whether you think there could or should be any update to the rule or change?
Yeah, mate, I think it's a ridiculous. Like, I understand it's getting pressed because tennis is lame and tennis media sucks and they're terrible. But I think Tsitsipas, whatever, it's hot and humid. And for the media, the press have never stepped foot on the tennis court in their life, have never been in an environment, couldn't even last 30 minutes out in this humidity, in this heat. As physical a sport as it is, like, we change. My shoes are dripping, they're leaking sweat. And to change to go after 2 sets, we're drinking, we're hydrating a lot. We have to use the bathroom. To change my socks, shoes, my inserts in my shoes, shorts, shirt, everything, the whole 9 yards, hat. It takes 5-6 minutes, and then by the time I walk to and from the court, I don't know Tsitsipas. I don't know his situation. I doubt he's getting coached. I highly doubt it. Today, I couldn't even take my bag in to change. I'm like, guys, my clothes and shoes are in here. Like, you can come stand in here with me if you want. I don't like being coached on court. That stance, I disagree. I don't think we should have on-court coaching at all. But I strictly go to change because it's hot and it's humid. And people don't understand that, then clearly they've never spent a day in the life of a professional athlete or come close to it.
Okay. Last question in the room, Andrew.
Sorry, I don't know how much you've thought about your next match yet, but you played in Rome this year.
Yeah.
I'm sort of curious what your memories of that match were and how that sort of compares to who you played today. A little bit different.
I played Musetti, right? Yeah. The first time we played in Rome, he'd never played anyone like me. So I think he was. I'm a unique player, and I don't think he'd ever played or seen anything like that before. And he was super uncomfortable, and I think he's going to deal with it a lot better. It's the first time I played Isner even. I was like, it's foreign, and so I think he'll deal with it a lot better this time, and I think he'll stay more. I'm going to expect a high-level match. He's a great athlete, and he's got some like really good intangibles. The way he can create some unbelievable shots. He's a shot maker, and he's real good. I think he'll definitely use our match in Rome, and it'll help him feel more comfortable. He's in this match. But yeah, it's not going to change the way I play. He knows that. Guys know what I'm doing out here, and that's kind of the beauty of it for me. They know what I'm doing, and I know that they know, but I'm sticking to my guns, and if they can get by, too good. But that's what also helps keep me calm is I have a lot of clarity for what I'm doing.
Riley, we're having this afternoon's press conference. Let's begin. Riley, would you just give us your thoughts on the match and how you played?
Yeah, I thought it was a good first round. I started off with some adversity the first couple games. He was returning really well, and then I started to pick up my level as the match went on. I made some good adjustments and played really well especially in the third set. I served great, which took a lot of pressure off myself. And I thought that was a typical routine kind of serving performance for me, and I definitely made him feel really uncomfortable.
Very good. Questions? Howard, go ahead.
Hey, Riley. Howard Fenrich with AP. When you talk about making adjustments, can you explain what sorts of adjustments maybe you can make with your serve, or are you talking about other aspects?
Yeah, everything. Yeah, everything. Just where I'm serving, like if I'm going to serve volley, stay back, everything. I mean, there's a lot of things that change as the match goes on. Return position. Some strategic adjustments on where I'm trying to start my points off with my first ball,
Do you find that you're improving in that ability to?
I think I've always been pretty good in that ability. I think everyone improves just with more experience. I think that's why I like the older guys. I think that's why guys peak so late because they're experienced and I think the more matches you play, the better you get at it naturally. I think everyone slowly improves it. I think I've always been pretty good at it. But yeah, I think I've done a better job of staying more calm and just kind of focusing on things that I can do when things aren't going well for me, focusing on what adjustments I can make.
Andrew, good.
Andrew, ATP website. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Andrew.
How happy were you just to get through in straight sets? Obviously, early in the slam, not having to really deal with
Yeah.
But a five-setter would be much different.
Yeah, that's huge. That's really a luxury, you know. Everyone's good, so that I easily could have been down a set there, which could have changed the whole course of the match. But yeah, I mean, it's something that I don't think will happen or happens often in slams, even in today's game, because everyone's so tough. But yeah, that's a huge luxury I have going into the second round.
Really good.
Willie Weinbaum from ESPN. How would you describe the way your level of patience with your own progress has evolved? Because every player progresses at a different rate. What were your expectations early, and how have you adapted to your rate of progress?
I think I've always just naturally I've learned to be more patient with myself. I wasn't always that way, and this is talking age 13, 14. Guys would pass me. Francis was, when we were 14, got really good. I used to be able to beat him, and then he was, beating me down pretty good. And same with Tommy Paul. And then, I would kind of catch up and fall back behind, and it just happened so much that I got used to it. And I had no other choice but to be patient with myself. And I'm glad I learned that from such a young age, because it was just expected. It was almost normal. And even by 20, when I was 20, 21 years old, I dropped down to like 220 in the world, I think, when I was 20 years old. And that was tough, but I was still calm and patient. I knew that I would develop into still become a really good player, and I think that's just because I learned that lesson at such a young age.
And how did you sustain the belief when you were getting beaten down by some of your contemporaries?
I think from a lot of the coaches, that I was around, my coach now, Jay Berger, he was kind of around. He was the head of men's tennis when I was since I've been 12 years old. He's not anymore. He just works with me now. But he would always shoot everyone straight. I've heard him tell guys, "Hey, I don't think you're that good. I've literally just or whatever. Like, you got to work harder if you want to have a shot. Like, he's like, you got to dedicate everything you got, and even then, you have a small chance to make it." He's always been like, he doesn't lie to his players, and so with me, when I would kind of fall behind the group, he was always positive to me, like, your time will come. Like, just keep getting better. Don't compare yourself to these guys. Like, you'll have your day. And he would always tell me that. And same with the other coaches kind of at USTA. And I believe them, because most of them never they shot everyone straight. And especially coming from Jay, that meant a lot to me.
Okay, let's go. Have time for one question online. You can see the reporter on the monitor to your left. Michael, you are live.
Hey, Riley. Michael Lewis, Lively Live. How are you, sir?
Hey, Mike. Good.
Congratulations on the win. You talked the other day about your body holding up for 3 out of 5, and obviously you don't know how it's going to be until you actually do it. How crucial was that then to get through today in straights? You had a couple tough sets there in the beginning. How did your body feel? And just were you sort of thinking about trying to get it over in 3 to, as you hopefully get a long run?
Yeah, I wasn't thinking that when I was out there, because that's out of my control. But if it goes 3, 4, or 5 sets, I'm just trying to get the win. I'm not thinking about the week to come. But it's great. My body feels good. I play a lot of I've won a lot of tough 3-set matches this year. My body's held up fine. So I'm gonna expect it to be good. And even if I played 5 sets, I'd be a little bit surprised if it didn't feel good, because I've put a lot of work in the gym, and I've trained extremely hard, and I've increased a lot of my workload, specifically for 5-set matches and back-to-back 5-set matches. So, I want to be optimistic that my body's going to
Fifteen up.